Hi everyone, how are you? My name is Lydia Martens, also known as the Wellness Alchemist. I am a health coach from Belgium, but working international, mainly in English, but also in Dutch for my more local clients. And I have this beautiful podcast for you where you can learn about a sustainable way of being healthy. I have very short episodes which help you make you healthier in an easy way without pressure, without crash diets. And this episode is going to be about the 80-20 rule or the 80-20 mindset. So it is a mindset, a concept that you can use in your health journey, in nutrition, movement, but basically everything in your health journey that has helped me so much. So this is what I want to share with you. So I have some questions for you during this episode that I want you to reflect on. And the first one is, do you ever feel like you have to do everything perfectly in order to be healthy? So you can think about this for a while or maybe even press pause and write about it. Do you ever feel like you have to do everything perfectly in order to be healthy? So what is the 80-20% rule? I don't really like the rule name. So maybe I can just say 80-20% concept, because I don't like rules in general in health, because rules sounds like something you have to do, not something you want to do. So maybe we can say the 80-20% concept and 80-20% devotion. So the concept is that 80% of the time you choose very healthy choices for your body and your mind and your soul. Nourishing, healthy, and supportive choices that for you seem like the perfect way to be healthy. Healthy food, good movement, consistency, a lot of vegetables. I don't know what it is for you, because also each health journey is unique, right? So what is healthy for me is maybe a little bit different for you. But 80% means good, healthy choices for your body, mind, and soul. And then 20% means exceptions. It means also space for pleasure, exceptions, enjoyment, a little bit of flexibility. And the 80-20% concept is about mindset. So it doesn't have to be, you don't have to calculate whatever you're eating and movement you're doing. If it is 80-20%, you have to, it's a mindset. It's a mindset that lets you stray from perfectionism, because perfectionism is the thing that will make you fail in your health journey. And I see a lot of people jumping into their health journey, wanting to be perfect, wanting to do everything right. They think they need to always eat healthy, do their movement every single day. Then they also have to do meditation. Then they also have to do their skincare. And there's so many health aspects that they are expecting from themselves to be perfect at immediately and always, which is just a setup for failure. Because what is perfect? There is no perfect, healthy person. And also, the goal is not to be healthy. The goal is to feel good physically, mentally, energetically. To have beautiful energy, to have a good immunity system, to love your body, to feel strong, good, and healthy. But no perfect health. It doesn't exist. So let go about the idea about being perfectly healthy, It's more about optimal health. Healthy enough, healthy to feel good. Because I feel that 80-20% rule is not about restriction. It is about giving yourself this very healthy life where it doesn't have to be a restriction. For example, I often think about people being 100% vegan. That's okay if that is your choice and it feels good, but it's also not always easy to be 100% vegan all of the times in every occasion of your life. And I'm more of a little bit of a balanced person. I think balance is one of the things in your health journey that will make you feel at peace, that will make you drop all of that pressure that you put on yourself. And it is 80-20% because, of course, you still want to be healthy. If you do 50-50, it's not balanced anymore. If you eat 50% of the time unhealthy, if you don't do your movement 50% of the time, then you will never be healthy because that is too much of unhealthy time, and then the unhealthy times will weigh more than the time that you will be healthy, the other 50%. So make it an 80-20% concept. That is actually perfect, and it is very achievable. Yes, you will have to work on those 80% too. And we often think that being 100% good at something is the best way, 100% healthy, because we think if we don't make exceptions, it's easier to follow, because this is just clear. This is the way to be healthy. I need to move every day. I need to be healthy and eat healthy every day. I need to meditate every day. And so on, and this is what I want, 100% healthy. So it is an invitation to let that go, because yes, being sometimes very strict and 100% at one thing is sometimes easier for people, but it will also leave you burnout, because you're very strict on yourself, you're expecting a lot of yourself. Also, life is very unstable, unexpected, so you can never know how your journey will look like. Maybe there will be other things coming your way in your life, and health is not the only aspect of your life, So you cannot be a perfectionist in health. You need to be able to let that go. And yes, it's sometimes a little bit, a search, like what is 80-20% for me? And you also have to be consistent with yourself, not to let that 20% become 50%, right? So you need to be devoted to yourself, that you can have a balanced, healthy lifestyle. And one of the things I also want to share is cheat meals. A lot of people tell me, we can do like a cheat meal. Let's go to McDonald's, make this a cheat meal. Let's go to Starbucks, have a very sugary coffee drink. Let's make this a cheat drink. But cheat has a very negative connotation, because cheat means that you're doing something bad, that you're doing something that you weren't supposed to be doing, It's cheating. So cheating means that you will put a negative energy on that food. You will make the food and the drink negative. You'll put negative energy inside because it's cheating. You'll put negative energy in the moment of cheating, and you will have even more negative energy after, because you've realized you've cheated and you've regretted that cheat. So from now on, we will never call a meal a cheat meal again. Okay? No cheating. You are allowed in your 20% concept to eat desserts, to skip a day of the gym, to go out, eat with your friends, some, waffles with cream and chocolate, whatever. You are allowed to do this in your 20%, because you are doing so your best in your 80% to be healthy, that you are also allowed to also make exceptions. And those exceptions are the ones you also need to enjoy. So yes, enjoy your healthy food, enjoy your salad. Okay, that sounds boring. Enjoy your healthy, good meal, enjoy your exercise. But then if you take a moment of rest, also enjoy that rest. Don't sit there feeling guilty. If you eat that dessert, if you go out eating, if you forget about your breakfasts in those 20% rule, then that's okay. It's okay. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel that you've cheated. Enjoy your desserts, every second of it. I am a huge dessert person. I love chocolate. I love sugary stuff. Not when it's too much sugar, but just I'm a big sweet dude. So I really like chocolate pie, Belgian waffles. What else do I like? Yeah, just things like this. Like I have my favorite chocolate called Love Shock, which is this raw chocolate, which is kind of still healthy. It's only 20% sugar that's inside. But I enjoy that so much. When I eat that dessert, I'm like, oh my God, this chocolate cake is so good. Oh, I love chocolate. Oh, it has been such a long time since I ate chocolate cake. Like, like enjoying the food. So that will make that, maybe it's not healthy, but in that moment, you are putting also positive energy again in food. All food is positive. Just make a very positive bubble around food. Food is not something you have to, something that is hard, something that is difficult. When you do the 80-20% concept, it's kind of more easy. So enjoy your food, put positive energy inside it, and enjoy it. And after that, you don't feel guilty. You're like, I had that dessert. That was very good because I ate healthy 80% of the time. That was totally fine. And you know what? I'm going back to not eating desserts for a couple of days. And maybe in a couple of days, I want to eat the ice cream with my friends because it's summer. You know what? Eat that ice cream and enjoy it with pleasure. So no judgment, but go for being very mindful about what you eat. And then you maybe ask, but Lydia, what if I ate so much desserts that it's not in that 20% anymore? That's a little bit of a different thing, That is a pattern that maybe still needs to be changed. Or maybe you're putting emotions into food, and because you're feeling emotionally unwell, you are maybe eating desserts, you're craving desserts for emotional coverage, covering your emotions up with food, putting your emotion in food. So please don't try to do that. I can make a huge other different episode about not connecting your emotions with food. Like don't go for comfort food. I'm not a fan of comfort food. Food is not your therapist. It's not your therapist. If you don't feel good, go call your family, go call your sister or your friend, or talk with a colleague, or even call like a free online number. It's better to talk with somebody and to ask help and not feel alone than to think it's gonna be. It's not a solution to go to the store and buy chocolate. This chocolate is just a projection of your feelings and is not going to make you healthier and happier. And I know that after that chocolate, you're probably going to feel worse. Why? Because it didn't change a damn about your feelings. But anyway, a different episode about that. So where was I? So it is really letting go of perfectionism. Because if you expect from yourself to be perfect, it creates a lot of stress. And stress is one of the most unhealthy things we can do in life. Stress has a huge impact on your body, on your mind. It creates this fight or flight response in your body, which asks so much energy of your body, which makes your body be in like some sort of chronic stress state. So if you are a perfectionist in health, that will mean that you will be a perfectionist every day, because you'll eat 3 times a day, you'll sleep every day, you'll do your movement during the week. So that means every single day you will become a perfectionist. And that will make you stress so much. So be healthy because you deserve it. Be healthy because you're devoted to yourself, because you deserve to treat your body as a temple. You deserve to treat your body very good, but there's no need to be perfect. So let go of that stress, because remember that stress is the most unhealthy thing you can do. I can make another episode about how to get rid of your stress. I know there's a lot of people having a lot of chronic stress. So just remember, stress is unhealthier than a dessert. Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. So what if you eat more desserts, or if you are unhealthier than that 20%, right? Are you then allowed to feel guilty or sad or negative about that? No, you're still not allowed to be negative. You're still not allowed to feel guilty or punish yourself or whatever. When you feel like you're straying from the healthy path, you just gently allow yourself to get back on track. don't feel guilty because you have strayed from the healthy path. Because guilty is stress again, stress is unhealthy again. It's just go with yourself and give yourself some compassion. Like, we are just trying in this health journey. And a lot of people have difficult lives, single mothers, working very hard. Maybe somebody died in your family. Like, there's always challenges in this life. And I know that being 80-20% healthy is even challenging at times. But know that if you are consistent, you will build a pattern that you will be able to maintain whatever challenge you meet. Because it will become an automation. If you, from the moment you will feel bad and challenged in the sorry, that was a Dutch word, in the future, you will have that healthy pattern to fall back on. Because actually, in moments of stress, your body goes back to the patterns you're used to. So that is happening maybe right now with you, You have this unhealthy pattern still going on. Maybe you have been feeding those unhealthy patterns for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. That takes time to change, But the more you are being consistent and true to your new healthy life, if you are devoted to this 80-20% rule, it will become a new healthy pattern where your body and nervous system wants to fall back on. So that means if you have a challenge going on, some sort of emotional thing going on, it will actually feel safe and good for your body to go back to healthy food. Isn't that amazing? That's what we want. It takes time, yes. It takes devotion, yes. But you deserve it. And you are able to do it. Just be compassionate about yourself. When I don't feel good, I often go to the store and I buy flowers and raspberries. It is actually still not a good thing to emotionally project my feelings onto flowers and raspberries, but at least I'm making a healthy choice in that pattern. At least I'm buying things that are positive. I'm buying flowers because I love flowers and they make me happy. And it's good for my environmental health. And I'm buying raspberries because I absolutely love raspberries and they are so healthy. It's still better to call your family member, so don't take this but it's already an upgrade from going to the store and buying the worst ice cream you can find, and just eating the whole ice cream and then feeling very bad after. So yeah. Health is not about perfectionism, it is about consistency. Consistency and time. That is the most important thing for you. So another question for you is, are you harsh on yourself when you stray from your plan? I really want you to reflect on that. Push the pause button or think about it for some time. Like, how are you reacting to yourself when you stray from your original plan? Think about that and look where maybe there can be some change, or maybe you're already doing very good. I mean, you're doing good anyway. Just listening to this podcast is good. It means that you're motivated and trying to change some things or trying to learn. I've been talking a lot about food, but this concept is because food is often the most healthiest things in health coaching, but movement and rest and sleep, they are all part of this 80-20% concept. For example, it means you really don't have to go to the gym every single day. Like, going to the gym every day is a lot. This is not important. It's not necessary. If you go to the gym 2 or 3 times a day, that is actually more than enough. And you know what? During the days, try to make a little walk, maybe dance in the kitchen while you're cooking or in the shower. Maybe you are cycling to your work. This all also counts for movement. I do agree that it's good to move your body every single day if you are able, because it just makes your mental health and your physical health so much better. But it also just means that if you take a day of rest and you sit on your ass in the couch the whole day, watching TV with your partner or alone, just cooking some good stuff in the kitchen, I don't know, doing your laundry, that's also okay. You don't have to be perfect. But again, don't feel guilty about not going to the gym. Enjoy that rest. Love laying in the couch. Love laying there with your partner or your cat. Love the movie that you're watching. Be happy about the fact that you're doing your laundry, making good food for your kids or for yourself. So stay with the positive feeling and don't go for perfectionism. The same is, it's for all the other things. Same for sleep. You don't have to, if you know your sleep that you need, like for me, example, I need 8 to 9 hours. But yeah, sometimes I go out with friends and yes, I don't get my 8 to 9 hours of sleep. I'm not feeling guilty the morning after. Am I feeling a little bit tired? Yes. Did I have fun the night before? Yes. Is that fun important? Definitely. Same with meditation. Some days I just don't feel like meditating. I feel like it's just too busy today to meditate, and I feel like I just don't have the time to actually sit in peace. Or I feel huge resistance to meditation, and that's okay. I don't have to meditate every single day. If I meditate a few times a week, that's also already really good. So yeah, the same concepts is for everything in your health journey. Food, movement, rest, spirituality, all those things of holistic health. Is there something else I want to share with you? When you do the groceries, people ask me then, when you go to the groceries and buy your food, do you then buy 20% of your food that is allowed to be unhealthy? And personally, for me, my answer would be no. Like, I buy only nourishing foods in the store, which also contains my 80% chocolate, because that's actually healthy, But I buy mainly fresh fruit, fresh vegetables. They are organic. I buy full grain rice, noodles made of rice, or what else do you have? Made of chickpea flour, things like this. Like, I buy very fresh and healthy food. And that actually is 100% when I go to the store. But I love buying fresh and healthy food. So this for me is perfectly achievable. But I like making my exceptions outside of the house. Like, I'm somebody who likes to go out for my matcha and just eat a piece of chocolate cake. Like, yesterday I went to a birthday party and I had, maybe that's a little bit much, but I had 3 pieces of cake and I loved it. I did feel like my belly aged a little bit after, but I was enjoying so much those 2 pieces of chocolate cake and 1 piece of cheesecake. But, it's not like I go to a birthday party every single week. I don't have that many friends. But just what I'm trying to explain is, like, for me personally, what works is going for that 80% healthy is all of the food I buy in the store and that I make at home. I don't actually have cookies or crisps or beer or whatever in my home. But I love going out, eating a very good ice cream, going for a dessert. I'm not really this kind of savory food, so I don't really eat like hamburgers or stuff. I'm vegetarian anyway. But yeah, maybe that is something that could work for you too. But anyway, each health journey is unique, so it could also be different from you. Definitely, if you are used to buying unhealthy food in the store, like buying crisps, buying cookies, buying beer, buying all that sort of stuff, give yourself also some time, to go to 100% healthy groceries. And maybe 80% is what works better for you, I'm also doing this health journey for 10 years already. So I have that healthy pattern of going to the store and my mindset is just healthy food. I don't even pass by the soda or beer lanes or where the cookies are. I like literally just go to the fruit and the vegetables and then maybe buy some lentils and some pasta and stuff like that. So yeah. One of the things I really like saying is health is like a marathon. It's not a sprint. So give yourself the time to become a healthy person, because sustainable health is what works. Step by step, slow changes, consistency to your steps, consistency to your slow changes. So don't make it a sprint. Don't try to do everything at the same time, but slowly, slowly, slowly. And if you can integrate that 80-20% rule in concept in your life, that would be perfect. It's about balance and positivity, not about perfection and guilt. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope you really enjoyed it. Like, for me, the 80-20% rule has been a game changer, trying to really be able to let go of that perfectionism and just give yourself a life of balance. That feels good. So if you really like this episode, which I hope, please send me a DM on my socials, or maybe even better, share this episode on your story, tag me, so that you can help other people with sharing this episode. Thank you so much and enjoy your day. Oh yeah, by the way, my social, for example, on Instagram, it's at the wellness alchemist, but with dots in between. So at the.wellness.alchemist. Okay, talk to you later.